Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Property Talk Live. So, today we'll be talking about how to build wealth with real estate, the step by step investment strategy. And before I dive into what we have today, let me ask you a very important question. So, why is it that some people invest in real estate, become wealthy, and others invest in real estate and see little to no real growth? This is a question that's been bothering everyone, people that are interested in real estate, people that want to invest in real estate, even me, myself, even you. The simple truth is the truth is just simple. And the truth is that buying property is not the same as building wealth. And this is where most people get it wrong. They think that once they buy a property, they've made it in life. Because real estate is not built on one decision, it is built on a system. So today I'm going to walk you through that system step by step. And if you truly understand what I'm about to share with you, your entire approach to real estate will change. So, first of all, what real estate wealth really means. We need to redefine what wealth means, especially in real estate. So, wealth is not owning one property, it's not owning assets that grow, multiply, and create opportunities. Let me explain this clearly. If you buy one property and then you stop there, what you have is ownership of that property, not a system. So, but when you build multiple assets over time, you create a portfolio, and that portfolio begins to work for you. The portfolio will appreciate, it will give you leverages, it will open several doors for you, especially when it comes to making any income in real estate. So, I want you to pause and say this to yourself slowly. Real estate wealth is built over time, not overnight. That is a reality that needs to sit with you, sit in your mind every day. That real estate is built over time and not overnight. So once you understand this, your mindset shifts from buying to building. You do not just buy to own, you build wealth through real estate. Now let's talk about why many people do not succeed in real estate. They enter real estate without a plan. They follow the hype instead of a strategy. They buy because others are buying, their friends are buying, people around them are buying. That's exactly why they want to buy, due to pressure or because of the hype. And most importantly, they only think short term. They are not thinking long term. They're not thinking about the future. They're only thinking about what they can get at that particular moment. Now, let me break this down. Buying without strategy leads to slow or no growth at all. Buying emotionally leads to wrong decisions. Thinking short term leads to missed opportunities. And over time, this mistake compounds. And that is why some people will own property because ownership alone is not enough to build wealth in real estate. So now let's talk about entering the market way. The first step to build wealth is how you enter. You do not need to start big. You do not need to start with huge capital. All you need to do is to start smart. Many people delay because they think that they need a lot of money to invest in real estate or to enter real estate markets. But the smart investors focus on entry, not the size. They focus on the entry and not the size. They look for opportunities that will allow them to position themselves early. They understand that profit is made when you buy and not when you sell. So they enter in the right place, and that decision alone changes everything for them. The fact that they are entering the market smart and not big, they are not putting their entire money in it, but they are entering at the right time. They are entering at the exact entry point where they should enter in order to get their profit and everything. So now let's talk about growth. Not all location grow the same. You cannot compare a location at Lekki to a location at Magodo. It's not the same. Some areas are already develop, I mean, they've grown already. But as we all know, growth is slow. While some area are developing, and those areas that are still developing are where your opportunity is. That's exactly where your wealth is lying. That's exactly where you should take advantage of. Smart investors do not chase popularity of the property. They position themselves before the crowd arrive, before it becomes popular, before there is noise. That's exactly when they enter into the market. They look for signs. the infrastructure, the development, the expansion, and they move early, they move right on time, because in real estate, early positioning creates biggest gain. When you buy low in low price, by the time the property is appreciating, before you know it, you might be getting 10 times value than the money you invested initially. And this is where many people struggle, because they lack patience. They do not lack the ability to wait and then strategize before taking their money in real estate. What they think about is the short term gain, what they are about to gain. Because real estate is not a quick game, it's a long term wealth strategy. You need to pause, you need to think about the value you'll be getting over time. You need to allow time to work for you, because when you buy right, you must allow time to work. Value grows over time, it does not grow overnight. It grows over years, several years, and demand increases over time, like we all know. And then your assets will become more valuable, because if you rush into it, you interrupt the process. If you rush to get your profit from it, you interrupt the process of building your wealth. So patience is not weakness in real estate, it's a strategy. It's a strategic way to build wealth in real estate. And this is where your wealth is truly built, when you reinvest and then you scale and you reinvest again. You do not stop at one investment. You reinvest, you grow, you scale. When you buy something, you make that property work for you, and only time will make the property work for you. And then the income you get from that, you are investing in another property. Before you know, you have a portfolio that you're building. You are reinvesting, you're growing, and then you're scaling at the same time. And that's exactly how smart investors make their moves, because each investment becomes a stepping stone for the next investment. And over time, your growth compounds. And that's exactly how you build your portfolio, because this is exactly how the rich people in real estate, the real estate gurus, build their wealth step by step, not by one big move, but by consistency, by taking strategic steps instead of diving into the real estate to get your profits immediately. They take their time, give it years, allow time to work for them before they get their money from real estate. So, if there's one thing I want you to take from this session, it is that real estate is not about buying a property, but about building a system that works for you, a system that works for you for a long time, for as long as you want, where you continue to get consistent income with no blockage, no obstruction. And that system requires strategy, like I said, it requires patience, it requires action. So the question is not whether real estate works, is the question is whether you are ready to let it work for you the right way. And if you're ready, the journey starts now. So I hope that with everything that I've said today, your mindset about investing in real estate and how you can allow your investment grow for you has changed. And if you know anyone that wants to invest in real estate and also wants to build their portfolio bit by bit, I need you to send the link of this video to them so that they can watch, listen to it, and then take the right step to invest in real estate. So I'll see you guys next session. Bye.